Good evening, YouTube. It's 9 p.m. in the great state of Texas, and we're not doing epoxy this week. We're doing our last bowl blank that I had laying around the workshop. If you guys watched last week's video, we got back with epoxy because we hit over 2,000 subscribers, and that was like a specialty video, and decided, you know what, this week we're going to do just a regular bowl blank type of project. So like I say, for a lot of these videos, if you guys have seen me make one of these things, you've pretty much have seen me make them all. But it's still fun to do. But I can't even remember when I made this project. I think it was like actually 2-3 weeks ago, and just had it laying around and really just hadn't posted the video because I was doing the epoxy for the specialty 2,000 subscriber video. But this one goes pretty smooth, just like all the other ones do. Actually, I don't even know what kind of wood this is. I just had a lot of tear out. That was the only thing that I kind of really noticed with this wood, is just like a lot of tear out, and it didn't want to square up as easily as my previous bowls. I probably just off-centered it. That was probably like the biggest issue that I had with the whole project, because if it doesn't center, it wobbles, and you got to take down a lot of material just to kind of get everything nice and square. But I think this is probably going to be one of the last bowl blanks that we do for a while. I think I'll probably end up starting to work with epoxy a little bit more often, even though it's cooling down here in Texas and the weather is going to affect that a lot. But in all honesty, I'm kind of tired of these bowl blanks as well. I think as a woodworker, you can just get bored doing like the same kind of mundane things. Wood turning is fun. It's just sometimes when you're just doing a lot of repetitive projects, it's kind of like, okay, I need a little something more interesting. And with work and everything, I just get in here and just do simple type of stuff. I've been making a lot of pens. I think probably what I'm going to do is put out a pen video every day this week, because I think I literally have like 10 pen videos that haven't been posted yet. And just like with bowls and pens, if you guys have seen me make one of them, you pretty much have seen me make them all. So, I mean, things get repetitive sometimes in wood turning. You just get to one type of project that you like to stick with, and then sometimes you just stick with it maybe a little bit too long, and you just have to switch things up. And I've been meaning to also make a table. I've got the lumber literally sitting in my workshop right now, and then I just haven't got around to it. So hopefully I get time to do that. It's just hard being an adult. Sometimes you just don't have time to make all the stuff that you want to make. But, you know, you got to get in there and do stuff, I guess. But here we are, just parting the wood here, you know, separating the top from the bottom of what will eventually be the lid versus the actual little bowl itself. But again, I don't know what kind of wood this is, but I had a lot of tear out, just a lot of inconsistency. Had to spend a lot of time sanding, actually, but the wood was relatively easy to work with, other than that tear out that I'm having. And by tear out, I mean these little gouges that are in the wood. I think the wood is like wet and it just isn't setting up right. And we had a project like this a couple of weeks ago, but that was like very similar. Again, if you've seen me make one of these, you've seen me make them all. But it's just a lot of sanding, and it's kind of just, you know, nothing to it kind of project. But getting everything square, level, trying to size up the lid, bam, that's done. Finish up, make the mortise, flip it over, and then just make the dome of it. But I don't even know what we're going to do for next week's video. I think I'm probably going to do epoxy again. I will be out of town, traveling, so I think between the pin videos and all my YouTube shorts that I'm doing a lot of shorts. I think that's really helped growing the channel. Like I said, go back and watch my 2,000th subscriber video. I talk a lot about YouTube shorts and how that's really helped the channel grow. But here we are, just at the end of the project, just cleaning everything up essentially. And there's all the wood, the dust, and everything that kind of came with that small little bowl blank. Just got to get that cleaned up. We'll sand, polish, and then we'll be done. But we went from 80 to 120 to 180. I get that wrong every time. 80 grit, 120, 180, bam. And nothing really to it. Just spent a lot of time sanding. And I probably need a new piece of sandpaper because that one is tore up. But here we are polishing it. And I mean, once it's polished, it kind of like looks a little bit better, but just really just a lot of indentations and dents in the wood. But there it is. Next week's video will probably be epoxy. Be looking out for the pin videos. And there's the inside. But hope you liked it. Hope you got something out of it. And I'm going to try to switch some stuff up on the channel. All right. See you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.